All right, guys, how's it going? Well, I have reviewed today's Spanish football dailies for you. There's a few different things concerning Liverpool Football Club that might be of interest to you. Or, well, I mean, that's not, like, it doesn't mention Liverpool Football Club in this article, but obviously it's Dean Huijsen that is a player of interest to Liverpool Football Club. And we were speaking about him on here, if you remember, and the claims and the rumours from the club before he was even heard of or a thing, really. Do you know what I mean? But, we're told that Liverpool are seriously interested in him and all that, but... Oh, I don't know. I think there's a bit of propaganda going on there, even from the likes of, Ornstein and that. Do you know what I mean? We only listen to Ornstein and Joyce, but sometimes I read stuff and think, that don't sound fucking right to me. Do you know what I mean, guys? So we're going to go over what's in here. I've reviewed the Spanish football dailies for all other topics and clubs as well. So I'll be doing a video on my other YouTube channel after this. Golazo España is the name of the channel. You'll find the video link in the channel link, in the video description. And it should pop up on the screen at the end of the video. I think it's important to go over this one with you, which basically says that Real Madrid are closing in on Huijsen, close to, I think it is, closing in on Huijsen. But the reason why this one is of interest to me personally is that it's written by Jose Felix Diaz, and he's the closest journalist to Real Madrid, think Paul Joyce, Liverpool, right? And I'm not going to go over it as to why I pay attention to him. I did make contact with him during the Trent saga, if you like, which was very helpful for me, for this channel, for you, for the website and everything. So whenever I see an article by Jose Felix Diaz, I pay attention to it, right? Obviously, you make your own decisions, but for me, I listen what he says, right? Now, Real Madrid closing in on Huijsen. He's the favourite to strengthen the centre of defence. The Spanish international fits perfectly into the club's plans, but they will not, under any circumstances, enter a bidding war with the Premier League. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but there's a release clause. It's not just about that, right? Some clubs might want to pay less than the release clause. Real Madrid definitely do. We've known that for months on here, right? So if a club's offering 30 and then another club offers 35 and then they offer 38, that's a bidding war. But that's not actually what it means. So there can still be a bidding war, even though there's a release clause. But it's more to do with a bidding war in terms of salary, right? Weekly package, that kind of thing, okay? Let's get into it. I'm going to read it word for word, and then that way nothing's lost from what the journalist is trying to convey to the audience, okay? So, Real Madrid need to sign a central defender ahead of next season. We know this. We spoke about it for a long time. Canate, he's, also mentioned yesterday, do you remember? And he's mentioned again today, I believe, in this article. At least... that is the conclusion reached by those with a say in the matter during meetings held at Valdebebas, that's Real Madrid HQ. Ideally, if possible, they want the player to be available for the FIFA Club World Cup next summer, that's this summer, in the United States, a tournament that has become a major priority for the club. That's because that competition, have you seen how serious they're taking it? How it's been pushed, right? With new transfer windows just to accommodate it. The winners of the tournament, right, get like 100 million. I think it's just short, it might be £99 million or something like that. But it's up there with Champions League revenue, do you know what I mean? And for playing less games. This is why Real Madrid are taking it really fucking seriously, guys, right? So it's become a major priority for the club. It's one of their key targets for the next transfer window, but they're also clear that it won't be done at any cost. So they want a centre-back, right? But they don't want to pay the full fee. You know that Perez wants everything for free, doesn't he? Right? So, the name being talked about most at Valdebebas and the one of the club's sporting department is actively working on is Dean Huijsen. Take it as set in stone, right? So you hear the rumours, the speculation, you can read it all over the place. Real Madrid wanting the Twitter twats will tell you that, but they don't fucking know. He knows. Take it from me, right? And he doesn't publish everything he knows either. The Spanish international, Dunk knows best, DKP. The Spanish international, as previously reported by Marca, when he made his national team debut, is one of those players being closely monitored and assessed daily to evaluate both his performance and his potential contribution to Real Madrid. Now remember, they didn't want to get a centre-back until 2026, right? But he's so fucking good, all right, that they're having to think, we're going to have to get him now this summer because we don't, someone else might get him. You know what I mean? Unless they can persuade him to sit tight. So far, he's passed every test, and all scouting reports point to him being a commanding centre-back for the next decade. He's fucking brilliant, guys. Honest. I watched him play for Spain. I was at the Mestalla, right? And I watched him play for Spain against Netherlands, the country he was born in. He was fucking great. I was right behind the goal looking down, so I could see the back four all the time. They were right below me, not eye level, above, looking down. Perfect, right? It was like watching a game of fucking FIFA, you know what I mean? He was mint. And not only was he good at defending, going forward, he's like an attacking midfielder. And he was pinging the ball around like fucking Jan Mulby. He's fucking great, this player, guys. He'd be my first choice signing for Liverpool. If you said to me any player for Liverpool this summer, who would it be? Huijsen. What he's currently showing at just 20 years of age with Bournemouth has caught the eye of many, not just Real Madrid. Several Premier League clubs appear willing to pay the €58 million release clause, £50 million, with Chelsea leading the charge. The Madrid hierarchy believe that signing the Spanish defender, who has Dutch roots, he moved to Spain when he was 5, by the way, could be a very interesting addition. His attributes include character. Brendan Rodgers, character, he's got character. Bravery, presence and strong vision when playing the ball out from the back. What did I just tell you? Real Madrid actually tried to sign Huijsen years ago. Now interest has surged again because of his impressive displays he's delivering in such a tough and demanding league as the Premier League. The problem facing Madrid is the sheer amount of money that other clubs, particularly in the Premier League, are willing to offer him to secure his signature, with Chelsea again at the front of the queue. No mention of Liverpool. Competing on those financial terms won't be possible as Madrid remain committed to keeping their feet on the ground when it comes to wages, just as they did last summer with United's current centre-back, Yoro. Other names on Madrid's radar include Kanate and Saliba. Both French internationals fall into the category of targets for the final year of their contracts. You know what they're up to? If that Kanate don't sign soon, he's got to be sold, guys. I don't care how much you like him or how much you hate the owners. I ain't going through another season of this shit with fucking free contracts and stuff like that. Nah, fuck that. Nah. If you don't want to play for Liverpool, fuck right off. Because I'm telling you, I mentioned it yesterday. There's a video yesterday about it. And again, it was Jose Felix Diaz saying it. Anyway, so I just added a little note here because, and I put this on the members' website as well. You know, I put a little note on saying Diaz is the closest journey to Real Madrid. Think Joyce and Liverpool. I always listen to him. Also connected with him during the Trent saga, and everything he told me happened. Just adding this note for you to look out for his articles whenever you're browsing the web. All right? That's it. So that's a quick video. Well, I say a quick video. It's quick for me, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? I'm just not one of those guys that can do 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Well, I can in bedroom. Fucking hell. Think yourself looking at that. Do you know what I mean? But what I mean, well, it depends who you are. What I mean is, YouTube say, viewer retention. Fuck them if they don't want to watch your videos. That's what I think. Fuck them. If they don't want to watch 8 minutes, a big dump, they can go, nah, not with that. Anyway, so what do you think? Do you believe this? I believe this. I do believe it. But I think the headline might be a little bit more exaggerated. And usually headlines in newspapers are not put there by the actual journalist. It's usually somebody else that creates the headline. Because many journalists will say, whoa, don't have a go at me. I'm not the one that writes the headline. I'm the one that writes the article. Because I'm just not sure how they can be closing in if they won't pay the full price, and others will. Do you know what I mean? So it's all about the player and his intentions. Now, he's lived in Spain since he was 5. He's considered Spanish. Do you know what I mean? He considers himself Spanish. His teammates at Bournemouth have said he needs to be in Spain, you know? And that's the only thing that puts me off about our interest. You know, what was it? Months ago, before he was even discussed in the media, guys, he was described as a player of interest for Liverpool. Now, we hear that shit all the time from the Twits, but this is from people that matter, right? But a player of interest, I don't know. I just feel there's a bit of propaganda surrounding our interest in it, reported interest. So I'll say to you, listen to Joyce, listen to Ornstein, and then they're coming out, Ornstein, for example, saying, oh yeah, he's definitely on Liverpool's radar. Even that fucking idiot, what's he called, Fabrizio Romano, Mo Salah! Some people won't understand why I shout Mo Salah at that point. But it's like, I just feel like there's some propaganda there because the Dean Huijsen to Liverpool stuff from the, not to Liverpool, that's wrong because they haven't said that. Liverpool's apparent really strong interest in him, coming from the credible journals, not the clique of LFC journals, the ones that are shite, it came out at the same time as the Kanate stuff. It was like, as soon as Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah was resolved, and we all know Trent was going anyway. The full focus became Konate and his future. And all of a sudden, Huijsen, oh yeah, they're definitely after Huijsen. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'm suspicious of the stuff linking us with him. And do you know what? As I've said on here for months, it feels like months, if not years. It's not years. It just feels like it. As I've said, the only chance anyone has got of signing him is this summer, unless you are Real Madrid. All right? So if Real Madrid don't manage to do it this summer, that's your only this your only chance is this summer, because I think, you know, if Real Madrid wait till 2026, but will the player really turn his, you know, like if he went to Chelsea, for example, this summer, which a lot of people think, oh, they've got a really good chance of signing him, he's basically saying, no, I'm not off to Real Madrid. Unless, of course, something could be included in his contract, you know, that says, you know, if I get that opportunity, I'm fucking out of here. So maybe, don't know. I just don't know how I'd feel being like a Premier League club that's supposed to be taken seriously, even Chelsea, right? And signing a player that's got a clause that says, well, if Real Madrid come, no, I'm off. You know what I mean? And that's the only thing, if we signed him, he's a fucking great player, like. Anyway, so, the journalist involved is one you listen to. We're obviously interested in what happens to Huijsen. I'd love it, guys, if we signed him. I would, honestly, I'd love it, but I don't know. I still think the headline is slightly exaggerated, don't you? Real Madrid closing in on Huijsen, but they don't want to pay the money. So how are you closing in then? I don't know. One to watch. I will keep you posted, right? Don't forget, live on here at 1 o'clock UK time today. Morning briefing coming up on my other YouTube channel, at Duncan Oldham. Check the video description for the link and look at the screen at the end, it pops up. All right. Galazo, España, I've got a video to do for that, which will tell you about what's going on in Spain with other things, which you might find interesting. Again, the link is in the video description, pop up on the screen. That's it. If you find this video of interest, or if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Cost fuck all to do that, does it? Cost fuck all to leave a nice comment. It's all right, Chubbs, I enjoyed that video. I like that. Yeah, that's good. I know who's fucking with me, who walks with me, and who doesn't. You know what I mean? Some people can't even bother to leave you a nice little comment every now and then. You know what I'm saying? If you want to buy me a coffee, although I think I've had enough this morning, or a beer, massive game this weekend. I'm not going to tell you about it on here. I've discussed it on my other channel. Huge game at the weekend. I'm getting lashed up on Sunday. Anyway, a coffee or a beer. Love that under the video, which is a super thanks. It puts a smile on my chubby cheeks, and I tell everyone how fucking amazing you are. In tomorrow morning's morning briefing. Do you know what I'm saying? Even today's, if I get it in before, I'm going. All right, I'm a bit hyper. It's because I'm rushing, and I'm not Russian. I'm rushing. I've got things to do. All right, guys, I'll see you in a bit. Let me know what you think about this. All right.